Rotten wheelchair Annie.
No, Rotten Ron versus Wheelchair Annie.
There you go.
No, I like the Adventures of Rotten Ron and Wheelchair Annie.
Yeah.
The Adventures of
Because you
Rotten
are
Ron
friends.
and Wheelchair.
Underneath it all, you're friends.
Oh, well, her sister called me yesterday. Yeah.
What'd she say?
She wants him to go to Vegas.
She talked to Mike.
She wants him to
Wants
go
me
to Vegas
here in
with her.
Vegas for a Rod Stewart. The rest of the family, not bad, huh? She's the only cunt out of 4.
And she even loves you.
Who, Wheelchair?
Yeah.
Good luck. That's okay, fuck her. The other 3 kids in the family love me. But she's a cunt. She was famous for taking people off and away, right?
Kidnapping them.
You know, kind of like kidnapping.
How did somebody with the wheelchair kidnap someone?
She tells
Well,
you to get in and let's talk for a
What
minute,
she
and
did
gets
was
off.
she pulled up into my mother's driveway.
Yeah.
That was very steep, and there was bricks on the side and concrete, and Mike heard this 2 weeks ago.
Right.
Okay, swear to God. So, anyways, we're up there, and this bitch pulls up into my mother's driveway. I'm taking a shower, okay?
Yeah.
My mother comes and she beats on the fucking bathroom door and she goes, tell her to quit honking her horn. I cannot stand her anyway. Go out there right now and tell her, right? So I throw a fucking towel around me because I'm getting out of the shower.
Right.
And I go out there and I go, what's the matter, Ann? What's going on? My mother's pissed, right? And she's crying. Her fucking eye makeup is in black, streaming down her face, right? She's going, get in, I've got to talk to you. And she's crying, right?
Right.
And I'm going, my God, what's going on? Right? She goes, just get in the car, I've got to talk to you, right? So I go, okay. So I didn't think too much about it. I open the bitch's car, get in, and she goes, zoom, backwards down my mom and dad's driveway.
Right.
We wind up over at Harvey's Broiler down the street. Me and a fucking cow, right?
Yeah.
And that rotten no good bitch, I go, stop the fucking car, let me out, right? And she goes, go ahead, get out, walk your ass out home, you look real cute, right?
Yeah.
Fucking cunt. Everybody from my high school was there, all this shit, and she goes, go ahead, jump out, anytime you want, rotten bitch. Harvey's Broiler,
Yeah.
okay, is also known as Johnny's Broiler, and it's the famous thing, okay, in the scene of What's Love Got to Do with It?
What's love got
Rotten cunt. Yeah.
Yeah.
She goes, here, I'll stop the car, get out and walk home. Fuck you.
Did you walk
Bitch.
home?
No, the bitch went ahead and took me to a party in Laguna Beach.
Towel on.
Yeah, with a fucking towel on.
That's nice.
He was real popular that night.
It was horrible.
That was horrible.
And now you wonder why I kept her ass in the trunk on top of her wheelchair.
Sounds
like
fair.
a Tijuana.
Fair game.
Like her,
Yeah.
right? Oh yeah, he heard about that. It's true. She used to go to wherever, right? Like one of the things was Save-On's drugstore, okay? And so I'm back there going, I ain't going in with the bitch. I'm still working, right? For her mother, right? My ex-wife Janet's in the car and she goes, fuck you then, I ain't going in with you this time, right? To my high school friend, right? One of them gets out and goes in with her, right? She goes, walking in with her and she goes, bitch, you're gonna get caught, bitch, you're gonna get caught. Wheelchair goes, they ain't catching me from nothing, right? So, at a vet, that's fuck you, I'm out of here, right? So she takes off out of Savon's drugstore and leaves the wheelchair back there, okay? Well, in the meantime, she's already stole blonde hair dye and this and that and the other shit. Okay? She's taken all of this shit, right? So, Annabette comes back to the car. My ex-wife Janice sitting there. Told you that bitch is gonna get caught. And Annabette goes, fuck that cat, I ain't gonna be around her. You know how she is, right? So anyhow, they did bust her that day, right? So they put the hands on the wheelchair of the security guard, turns her ass around, takes her back into the security office for shoplifting, right? Well, this bitch, okay, she starts crying again, her eye makeup's running, right? And she's telling them this whole story, that her mother has buried a black family, moved out on them, made her stay there, and she was molested daily from him.
Precious.
Okay. So, this bitch comes off with all this story, right? So,
It wasn't true.
Yeah, of course.
well, no, her mother had moved out, and the black man was her mother's husband.
Right.
But he was such a loving, good person, there's no way in hell he would touch that crippled bitch, right? He took care of her wherever she wanted. No, we got in trouble in Hollywood, and that black motherfucker come up there to kick ass with a knife and shit like that.
Yeah.
No, for real. So he was a very, very good man. That Brandy. Anyhow, so she lies to this fucking security guard, and she's being molested by this black man that her mother moved in the house and left, right? Her to deal with sexually, which is all bullshit. And so she gets her way out of it, right? So she's taking the shit out of the front part on the top there, you know, her bottom one. But anyway, taking all this shit out that she had shoplifted, okay? So she gives it all up to him. The security guard decides to let her go, okay? So, the other three girls, my ex-wife included, right, sitting back there in that bitch's car in the parking lot. And she's coming through and she's squealing and she's still crying, alright? She gets up there, she opens the door, and Annabelle goes, you rotten ugly fucking cunt, I told you your ass is gonna get busted, right? And Wilshire goes, he thought he was so good. I gave this shit, I gave that shit, but you know what? The motherfucker didn't get it all. Hops out of her wheelchair into the goddamn front seat of her car, turns it on, and she's got all this shit there that she's still yet ripped off. Yeah.
Man.
Shit.
She was notorious.
And did she need any money? Oh, no. That was the fun of the whole thing.
Yeah.
She didn't need shit.
Yeah.
Her mother bought and paid for a fucking car for her 15th birthday.
Yeah.
And shit like that. And it was a year old, right?
Right.
Brand new Impala, super sport. Bam. Fuck her.
Yeah.
Yeah. Me and her mother were really, really tight. It was like I was the other kid, you know. Yeah, she was kind of trisexual.
She was.
Boys,
Who would have
girls,
thought a
and
wheelchair
dogs.
girl?
That's
Could
what
she
I always
feel
said.
anything?
I don't know.
Huh?
They just fold her foot.
Could
her
she
leg-
feel
legs
anything
over.
down there?
Yeah, he said that she threw her legs up over there. Threw her legs over their shoulders and the way they went.
Huh?
In
Sorry,
there?
I'm so sorry.
Sorry.
I'm sorry, Tom.
It's your time.
You want to apologize to me? I'm sorry, everybody's
Sorry.
apologizing to you, Tommy.
Does that make you feel bad they apologize?
I hope you don't feel bad. We're on Pittsburgh.
Not at all.
Not after the show he went to.
That's where the apologizing started.
You're waxing on that twink.
Anyways, that rotten up
I'll show you blowhard.
that rotten
Oh.
up bitch, okay? And she goes, don't worry about her. I'll take care of that bitch. And do us part, bitch. Right.
The Adventures of Ron and Wheelchair Annie until death do us part.
Ron,
Fucking
bitch.
cunt bitch.
I thought that was nice.
It is nice.
Yeah.
Hey, we're gonna have to go to bed.
Anyhow, that's the rotten, wonderful life of Wheelchair Annie. Okay, guys?
It's hilarious.